I'm Erin Hughes, and if you're watching this video, it means you've probably bought one of my marbling kits. I'm so pleased, and I hope you're going to have a lot of fun marbling, and I thought it would be a really good idea to do a step-by-step video of what you can do when you've got your marbling kit and how to get yourself set up, alongside the instructions, of course. Because in your kit, you'll have your marbling tray, you'll have some sheets of paper to get you started with your marbling. You'll also have your instructions. You'll have your 6 colours, these handy little eye droplets for doing your dripping, and of course your little bag of CMC powder. So I'm going to do a really quick little video of how to get yourself set up, and I hope that you enjoy. So first of all, I would prepare your marbling fluid the night before you intend to marble, and here I've got just a standard washing up bowl, and you can pour your CMC powder into that bowl. You can do half the CMC powder. I'm going to do the full load, and then what you can do is decant it. Once it's all mixed in, you can decant it into a container and you can water it down as you go if you want it to be more watery. I've also got here 5 litres of water. So what I would say is to mix it really thoroughly for the first hour or so, and especially even just the first pour. I would just get your hands in there because it does get quite lumpy, but do not worry about that because it does dissolve overnight. So you want to keep pouring, and maybe like little bits at a time. I'm going to get the video now to show you here. So you can see that it is really quite lumpy to begin with. I've got my hand all in there, mixing it up, and you want to keep going like that, and keep mixing it. I do it with my hands. You can do it with a glove on if you don't like the texture. It is quite sticky, and you can pour the whole load, the whole 5 litres of water. There we are. And like I said, you want to keep massaging in all of those lumps. So you'll find that it does kind of separate into these lumps, but you just keep massaging it in, squidging it all together. And you want to keep doing that for as long as you can be bothered, really, but especially in that first hour to avoid as many lumps as possible. So you just keep squidging and squidging and squidging. And actually this is quite fun, I think. So, overnight, your mixture should have dissolved into a nice clear liquid. And I've got an example here. You can see that it's a little bit thick. And what I would do with that, like I said, I would get another empty one of these 5 litre containers and a funnel, and pour it into this container so that you can use it as and when you like. So I've now got my tray in front of me, and I've just poured some of the CMC, which you've decanted, into another container. So you can keep that topped up around 2.5 centimetres thick for the tray is what I would suggest. I'm just going to show you with the camera again now. So I've filled this tray up with your CMC powder. So if you've bought the kit from me, you've also got these, like I said, these eye droppers filled with your oil paint, which has been thinned down with white spirit. So that job has already been done for you, and these eye droplets should really last you quite a long time. So let's give it a go. Let's start off with some orange, and I will just show you you kind of want to do the drips quite close to the surface, and you can see that the colour is immediately kind of spreading around. We'll just get a second colour. Make sure you've mixed up these oil paints before you use them. So again, you want to get quite close, because if you hold the inks up quite high, then they may sink beneath the surface. So, and then maybe should we do a blue as well? And you'll notice that different colours have different personalities. So some colours are more pushy than others. So here I am now going in with some blue. And you'll notice that colours aren't actually spreading as much now, which is an indication that you've reached the maximum surface tension. So I'm now going to go in with just a pencil to do some swirly whirlies. There we go. And then, when you're happy with your design, you're then ready to take your print with a piece of paper. So you want to put your paper into the water from one side to the next, so that you don't get any air bubbles then, and it adheres immediately. And then you've got your print. So another thing to do whilst you've got your marbling, when you're setting up your marbling kit, is to prepare an area for you to put your print so that it can dry really nicely. So yeah, do email me if you have any questions about the marbling kit, or if you need any top-ups of any of the materials. And yeah, happy marbling, enjoy yourself. Thanks, bye.